I've been in MEND 20 years in November. I go to church over in Palmyra 54 years. There was a woman over there, happened to be reading a newspaper, and I was living in a motorhome. And she said to me, they have a wonderful place over there. You should go and put your application in.
Within each of us is a spirit of goodness to right, to correct a terrible situation.
The world is nothing but many different communities linked together, and changing the world really means changing our community.
It means a lot to me to be able to tell people what MEND means.
In 1969, a pioneering group of representatives from 9 Morristown churches came together to form a nonprofit housing organization that became known as MEND. Why? They were committed to social justice. They understood that we are our brother's keeper, and they firmly believed that everyone deserves a safe, decent, affordable place to call home.
MEND's job was to take poor housing and rebuild. Been long enough after the war that people were well employed, that there were houses available, people had money. Boyce Adams, of course, is the original founder with the idea. The thing that was going through my mind really was that here's an opportunity that Morristown, being a wealthy town, needed to be concerned about this one street. It was a disgrace.
I think my father got interested in doing something when he saw Beach Street, where they had common attics and it was pretty dilapidated. His thought was the best way out of poverty was through education.
We had to raise money, we had to get coordination for the whole project, and we hoped certainly to stimulate the interest of the community to be involved.
I can just remember a little bit about him coming home, being so happy, jumping for joy because Lydia Stokes gave him a check for $100,000 to start the Beach Street project. Most of his units are small, 10, 15, 20 maximum in each area. Safe, affordable housing. That was his motto, decent, safe, affordable housing. I think my father would have given his shirt off to anybody had they asked.
For me, affordable housing is more than just, having rent that I can afford. It really means to me being able to live in a community where I feel my son is getting everything that he needs, that he's getting a good education, and that we're really part of a community that embraces us. If I hadn't been given the opportunity through the MEND program to live in a better neighborhood and have, be part of the community where we live now, the first word that comes to my mind is stress, honestly.
I don't know what I would have done without MEND, because I had already gone to the state with social workers. It just seems like you need somebody who's really there for you.
It means so much to me, and honestly to my son as well. He understands the importance of it, and he also appreciates being able to go to a great school, live in a great community.
Besides the financial part of it, it has allowed me to continue doing some traveling when I want to, and I couldn't have done that.
Today, MEND is one of the most experienced and accomplished nonprofit housing developers in New Jersey. The need for our services continues to grow, and so do the challenges of maintaining and expanding our housing portfolio. Together with our many friends, supporters, and like-minded citizens, our mission endures, our work continues. MEND has been, is, and will continue to be a beacon for affordable housing since 1969.
It lets you know there's somebody that really cares out there for you. They never stop looking for ways to help us. We went on to rental assistance, which we never had before.
To know that, first of all, that MEND has been around, celebrating its 40th anniversary is a big testament to the impact that they've made in the community and the dedication that they have in making sure that this program is not only continuing but growing.
MEND has a good reputation, I think, in the state, and I think that has a lot to do with my father and a lot to do with some of the people he's hired and have worked over these past 40 years.
People will say, how did you manage to live in Morristown? And I said, well, I couldn't have if it hadn't been for people like MEND.
We set the course for, I think, Burlington County, and MEND is to be commended for that, I think.
They're such dedicated people, and the dedication's what counts, I think. Yeah.